Good evening and welcome to Bromstone News with your hosts, Mr. Horn
and Mr. Turner. Tonight's headlines are as follows.
Children rejoice at the news of returning to school in March.
Scenes of jubilation as parents discover an end in sight for remote learning.
Spring is finally here. Teachers have actually forgotten what the sun looks like.
Now at this point, Bromstone home learning is off the scale.
Now, over the past few weeks, we've been bringing you exclusive news about a story that has captured the imagination and hearts of the country. The story of a cheeky squirrel and his plan to steal everything he finds. We can now head on over to an exclusive interview with the squirrel in question.
Here at Bromstone News, we brought you some of the hardest hitting journalism, such as Interview with Dixie Don't Give Up Dolphin, Alberta Enjoyment Elephant, Camilla Concentration Camel, and of course the sensational Kylie Keep Improving Kangaroo. Today, we interview Crafty Squirrel. Mr. Squirrel, some say you are the greatest squirrel thief of all time. First, we'd like to know what brought you to Bromstone. Mr. Squirrel, the world has a right to know. Where is the stationery? How much stationery have you taken? And will you ever stop? I simply don't think people are going to accept that as an excuse, Mr. Squirrel. What do you have to say for yourself? Well, Mr. Squirrel, thank you for joining us for this interview today. Have you anything else to say for yourself? Your silence says more than words ever could.
Thank you for that hard-hitting interview. I have a feeling that squirrel is never going to learn his lesson.
Not one bit. Okay, time to go over to the weather.
Cool, that sunshine's nice. Thank you for that informative weather report. We've managed to track down Mr. Ashman for this week's sporting headlines. This way, I've tracked him down.
1001, 1002, 1003. Oh, are you the guys that annoy Mrs. Stewart? Can you go away?
Incredible.
Thank you, Mr. Ashman. Brilliant, as per usual. So, here at Bromstone News, we always ask your opinions. And the last time we did, you said you wanted to see and hear a singing competition.
A singing competition? I love those. I'm very good at Katy Perry. Baby, you're a firework.
Stop. We will do the singing competition next week, Mr. Horn.
Dreadfully sorry.
So, it's about time to finish Bromstone News for another day and put the rabbit back in their pen.
And the chickens in the hutch. Good night.
Good night.